Good morning, everybody. Looks like YouTube has decided to not let me stream for 24 hours. Who knew? Not me, that's for sure. So we're just going to treat this as if it was a live stream. This is going to be more or less a test setup for that, but also be a recorded video. This is episode 6 of our journey back to Houston Hobby. We're going to be leaving Memphis today, departing runway 27 and arriving in Dallas at Dallas Love Field for runway 13 left. Looks like everything should go relatively smoothly for the most part. Let's go ahead and get loaded in here. Going to be traveling on the Boeing 737-800. Let's change our livery to something else. Need to get more, but let's do the more updated traditional version today. Looks like it's going to be a long trek to runway 27 today. All right. And live. Everything's live. Everything's live. We're good. Let's go ahead and fly. As we get loaded in here, I do want to say I would like to start doing more live streams on the weekends, but just let me know in the comments. I also would like to know what kind of video ideas that y'all would like to see, anything as far as tutorials or anything like that. Anything y'all want to see that y'all maybe haven't seen from any other streamers or YouTubers, definitely leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Happy to see and look at all suggestions. Looks like it's a beautiful morning here in Memphis. We've got our coffee. We are ready to start this video and yeah, basically just get it running. Let's go ahead and get in the aircraft and get it fired up. Emergency lights on, batteries on, and connect to ground power. Chimes on, seatbelt signs on. Let's go ahead and go up here. Logo light on. Just getting everything set up. Avionics on. All right. Looking at our briefing here, looks like our zero fuel weight's going to be 132.3. Fuel is going to be around 16,500 pounds. Okay, back to the menu. Put in our reference point. See if our company route works this morning. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Looks like it's going to this time. Runway 27. Go ahead and activate. Execute. Our Southwest flight for today is going to be 5:38. For those new here, just to let you know, I am a part of the Southwest Virtual Airlines. If that's something that you're interested in joining or you want to look into, definitely feel free to take a look at their website. They do require one flight a month. That's really not hard to do. And yeah, no, it's a very, very fun airline. They have their own Discord, and they also have their own requirements. Definitely, you get to rank up by flights, yada yada, such like that. I definitely have found it enjoyable to be a part of the Southwest Virtual Airlines. This will be our 51st flight. When we reach 70, we will be granted the rank of captain. So anyway, without getting even more distracted, let's go ahead and set up everything. Definitely do this out of order. I'm sure that is annoying to a lot of people, but we are not a very serious pilot here. We get the plane off the ground. More like a Spirit pilot, probably, if I had to put a label on it. We get you to your destination. That's about all you can ask for. Anti-collision lights is going to come on. Nav lights on. Let's go ahead and request our performance. While we're doing that, we'll go ahead and set up the transponder. Looks like that's ready. I'm going to go ahead and load, execute, reference this. Our flight level is different in our sim brief, so we're going to change that. Unicom frequency today. Navigation frequency is going to be 111.5. Everything looks good to go there. Center of gravity is 19.8. Keep a mental note of that. Flaps 5, 19.8. 5.56. Let's set our trim. Looks good. We'll have to reset that because we did that before we set our departure settings. It's going to be the shoulder 5. Onslaught transition. Execute that. Our arrival is going to be the ILS 13 left. Level 3. The dark transition. Execute that. Back to our... Yes. Set our takeoff speeds. That should be good. Go to our legs. Take a look at this. Make sure there's no discrepancies. We will do 259 at flight level. 270. Execute that. Moving. Make sure there's no discontinuities, which it doesn't look like it. Leave our legs there. Set up the first officer's side. Okay. And, start our first thing of fuel pumps. Get the APU up and running. Set our altitude to 30,000. Landing altitude is going to be 487, so 450. Love those notifications. Who knew that came down? Interesting. I'd seen all this in the tutorials. Never realized how to do it. APU's ready. We're going to go ahead and switch over, turn on our APUs, get these going. I have to do this every single time. I don't know why. The engines are already pre-spooled. Okay. That's done, programmed, good to go there. Window heat coming on. Electric pumps on. Yaw damper on. Okay. Let's go ahead and get ready for pushback. But first, parking brakes on. We're going to start up Love Cars. Go away.
You are now free to move about the country.
We're going to go to our booked legs, start that, hit yes, let's go. There we go.
Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen. From the flight deck, this is your Captain Max speaking. And on behalf of our marvelous crew here, I would like to welcome you on board Southwest Airlines. We are preparing to close the doors and button the ship up, and we should be pushing back here very shortly. We are expecting a fairly smooth flight today. However, we may...
While our first officer is addressing the cabin, let's go ahead and
arrive at our destination as scheduled. So again, welcome
release the ground power.
We'll be talking with you shortly after we reach our cruising altitude.
Close the door.
Just sit back, relax, and thank you for flying Southwest. Cabin crew, side doors automatic.
At this time, we ask that you power down and refrain from using your cell phones to
And maybe we should release the stairs. What do you think?
As these can interfere with our onboard electronic systems. If you have any questions as to which devices you may use during our flight today, please refer to the Welcome Aboard section of your Airways magazine. Flight attendants, prepare doors for departure, cross-check and verify straps.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and request pushback now. I always cheat a little bit. We are on this side. We need to go all the way around, so the nose needs to be pointed to the right. Straight out with the left, nose to the right, chocks released. Tug and start.
Go ahead.
We've been cleared for pushback and start. They want the tail to our left.
Roger that. Ready to push. Tail to the left. Park brakes off.
Park brakes released.
Brakes released.
Okay.
Brakes released. Here we go.
All right. Clear to start our engines. So let's go for it. Number 2.
Welcome everyone, my name is Cody. event. And on behalf of Southwest Airlines, it's a pleasure to have you flying with us. Now, please give us your full attention while we demonstrate the safety features of this airplane. Please take the safety information card out of the seat pocket.
Fuel
and
lever to
follow
on
along.
to
Please
idle
observe the exits being pointed
really
out,
is
two on
the
left
proper
and two
term
on the
there.
right. All are equipped with slide rafts. There are 4 window exits over the wings, and if you're seated in an exit row, you must keep these areas clear of all hand luggage for takeoff and landing. If you are seated in an exit row, you may be required to assist the crew in an emergency. If you are unable or do not wish to perform the functions described on the front of the safety information card and need to be reseated, please advise the flight attendant at the end of these announcements. If there is a loss of electrical power or if smoke fills the cabin, emergency path lighting on the floor will illuminate
Starting engines
directly
number 1.
exits which are identified by red lights and exit signs. Please take a moment now to locate the nearest exit, which may be behind you.
Pushback complete. Parking brake set.
At all times when seated. To
Brake
fasten your
set.
seatbelt, insert the metal
Brake
end
set.
into the buckle. The length may be changed by adjusting the strap, and to release it, pull the top lid of the buckle.
Fuel lever to idle.
Your life jacket is located in a pouch under your seat.
Alright, steering
Should
pin
it
is
become
disconnected.
necessary,
Watch for the slope
remove the
release
covered
guidance on your
stowage
left.
and place
Have a
it
good
over
flight.
your head. Fasten the red straps to the front and tighten. Do not inflate the life jacket while inside the aircraft. In
Auto
addition,
brake
your
on.
seat cushion
Flight
can
directors
also
on.
be used as a flotation
Auto
device.
throttles on. VNAV.
Southwest is a non-
Probably not going to have any
airline.
LNAV.
US law prohibits
Looks like we
airplane
will.
with disabling
Sometimes the
or
LNAV doesn't
laboratory
activate if you didn't know
smoke
because of your
detectors. Smoking is never
your standard
allowed in an
instrument
aircraft
departure.
laboratory. All
Sometimes if you don't have it,
laboratories are
it
equipped with
does not
smoke
arm.
detecting video cameras. Smoking is punishable by a fine of up to $2,000. In the event of a sudden loss of cabin pressure,
Move to the right.
oxygen
Engines
mask will
continuous.
be sent from the ceiling. Extend
Landing
the mask
lights on.
towards you
Taxi
and
lights
pull it over
on.
your nose and mouth.
Strobe light on.
Breathe normally.
Wing
Remain
and nose
seated
steering.
do not remove the mask until instructed by a crew member.
Probe
Plastic
heat
bags
set to
will not
on.
fully inflate even though oxygen is flowing.
Switch over to the engines to
If you have a
generate
small
power.
child traveling with you, secure your mask first before assisting with
And APU off.
and as a final reminder,
Okay.
US law requires customers to
Looks like we're
all
ready to go.
flight
We're going to go ahead and release the
designs,
parking brakes and begin our taxi to runway
If you are
27.
using a blanket, please fold it now and place it beside you, allowing your arms and legs to receive the instructions for takeoff. If you are using headphones, please also remove them at this time and turn off all electronic devices. Thank you.
Oh, it is a very early morning
Enjoy your flight
where we
to
are in the real world.
Folks, looks like we're just a few planes back from getting off the ground. So at this time, flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Get a little bit closer to the runway. We'll go ahead and select our flaps for takeoff. Have any of y'all ever tried this in VR? Y'all have to. It's probably one of the coolest things I have ever experienced in my life. Closest thing ever, I guess you could get to a more sophisticated simulator that adds motion. Okay. I make another left-hand turn here. I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to, once we get in the air, probably show a little bit of the outside view, and then probably transition into the final approach into Dallas, since nobody tells you that you have to wait 24 hours after requesting live streaming from YouTube. Weird. I guess you live and learn. So that's why this isn't a live stream. So I think that's what we're going to do, just to keep the video at a reasonable length. But yeah, for real, I do want to say, if you have any suggestions, I'm open to them. Definitely let me know. I am more than happy to look into video suggestions and produce anything that y'all want to see. It looks like no one has subscribed yet. Would greatly appreciate it if you would just hit that subscribe button, or leave a like, just to help me out. Looks like we're going a little bit faster. Maybe I should pay a little bit more attention to that. Let's look and see what's going on the outside. We're going to go ahead and select flaps 5. It is so much harder to taxi outside. I'm so used to so used to doing it on the inside. Let's hop back inside real quick. Okay, that is runway 27 ahead of us. We're gonna make a right turn here. Slow down. Looks like our flaps are set, initial altitude set, runway headings, everything's set, auto brake set, lights check. Looks like we're going to be good to go here. That's pretty nice to see. This was a long taxi. It's incredible. I just had to go to the other end of the airport. Looks like we're almost there, though. According to that windsock, we should be on the other end, but SimBrief and Microsoft do tend to disagree with one another for whatever reason. So I guess we'll be taking off with a tailwind. That's excellent. Love it. Okay. Looks like we are ready to go. We're going to do a rolling takeoff here. Get our HUD down. Engine's up to 40%. All right, ready and take off.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
A little bit of nose down pressure.
Rotate.
V1 rotate.
E2. Positive rate of climb.
Positive rate, gear up. Beautiful departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, once we have reached a comfortable cruising altitude, the flight attendants will be moving through the cabin to offer you each
3000 autopilot is coming on. Autopilot engaged. Taxi lights off. Engine start switches off. Auto brake off. Reset our altitude to 18,000 feet. Traffic and data. Always forgetting something on the checklist. That's why we have checklists. Right. We're going to go ahead and reset our MCP to the initial waypoint altitude of 20,000. 20,500. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to cut it here. We will transition into the final approach into Dallas. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to stream today, which, you know, surprise, surprise. That was interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the outside and see what these views look like before we cut away. Yep. Always love the Microsoft Flight Simulator scenery. But yeah. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and cut away from this. I'll see y'all on final approach. All right, guys, we are back on final approach for Dallas Love Field. We just let down the gears and selected our first bit of flaps. We're going to go ahead and select flaps 5. flaps 15. We are going to select flaps 25. And command flaps 40. Go ahead and arm our approach, dual channel approach. Go ahead and start our APU. Everything stabilized, glide slopes captured. We're coming in for the visual. Rollouts armed, flares armed. Speed brake arm. Five hundred. 400 coming in a little high.
300. Approaching minimums. 200 minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
There's an idle.
10.
Reversers. Roll out.
Taxiing for the next few minutes, so we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft has come to a
Flaps coming up, speed brake disarmed.
That will be your only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisles clear of any carry-on bags. This is the termination of our flight, so we ask that you check your back pockets, closets, and overhead bins for all articles that you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening the overhead bin as the articles may have shifted during our flight. For passengers with connecting flights, please refer to the departure signs located in the main hall just inside the terminal.
Landing lights off, taxi
On
lights
behalf
off,
of your entire flight
anti-collision,
crew,
strobe
it's
lights
been our
off.
pleasure serving you. We know you have a choice of airlines to fly with, and we thank you for choosing Southwest Airlines.
Auto brake off. Looks like we're gonna get the last gate on the end. Stop. Parking brake on. Switch over to APU. Air bleed on. Engines 1 and 2 off.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to ask that you please remain in your seats with your seatbelts fastened until the captain has turned off
Set the
fasten
chocks.
seatbelt
Request
sign.
ground power.
Flight attendants, please prepare the aircraft for gate arrival.
And request the jetway. Okay, everybody, that was our flight into Dallas. Who knew it was going to be a little bit of different weather? But pretty cool scenery, as always. Hope you enjoyed this video. Again, sorry it wasn't a live stream. Who knew that YouTube would play YouTube shenanigans? But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a comment on any future videos that you would like to suggest or anything of that nature. Definitely hit the subscribe button so you don't so you don't miss any content. I'm going to be trying to do another live stream on Sunday. Scratch that. Next Saturday. And hope y'all can tune in to that. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.